The goal of joint replacements is to relieve pain, help the joint work better, and improve walking, mobility, and quality of life. Orthopedic surgeon Dr. Dustin Briggs discusses at what age someone would possibly need a hip replaced.
So hip replacements tend to be in more of a middle-aged population. So, someone around 60 or 65 is the typical person we do hip replacement in, where just over time they have wear and tear of the cartilage. There's some sort of anatomic variations that put people at risk of needing a hip replacement sooner. So that's talking like late 40s, early 50s. The classic pain pattern of hip arthritis is actually in the groin area. A lot of people just think they've pulled their groin and they come in and get an x-ray and it's actually very severe arthritis. So pain in the front of the hip is usually a fairly straightforward sign that you may have some arthritis. Pain in the side of the hip or the back of the hip could be arthritis, but it's less predictable that it's actually the hip joint causing that pain. But if it's pain that's sort of limiting your activity, especially pain that's waking you up at night, progressive in nature as opposed to getting better, those are kind of the symptoms that would cue you to get an x-ray and come and see me.
Dr. Briggs discusses how hip arthritis is diagnosed.
Most of what we do for hip or knee wear and tear is almost exclusively on x-ray. And so we look at the x-ray, we look to see if there's any joint space remaining, and if there's not, then we presume that the cartilage has worn out and now you're rubbing bone on bone as opposed to nice smooth cartilage. And then we make sure that the exam and your symptoms correlate with what we're seeing on the x-ray.
Dr. Briggs discusses the surgery and the recovery period for the patient.
It's typically a 1 to 2 hour operation, and you spend 1 to 2 nights in the hospital. 1 to 2 weeks of fairly intense pain. You know you had surgery, you use a walker, you kind of baby the leg a little bit, and then 1 to 2 months before you're back and feeling active and doing the kind of things you were doing before the surgery, and hopefully with less pain than prior. That's just a general rule of thumb. Some patients can recover much more quickly than that, and others take a little longer.
These types of orthopedic procedures are very successful.
In general, hip or knee replacement is they're two of the most successful operations in all of medicine. I'd say it's about a 95% success rate with hip replacements, and knee replacements it's about 85% satisfaction.
Dr. Briggs shares a patient's story.
So I had a patient who had both hips replaced in Oregon, actually. Came to see me. One side was doing fantastic and the other side was it looked fine on the x-ray, but he had just persistent pain every day. He was a gardener, he liked to work in his garden, couldn't do the things he wanted to do, was becoming very depressed. So we did a workup for infection. Turned out it didn't look like it on x-ray, but his hip was infected. And so we took the hip replacement out, put in an antibiotic spacer, treated the infection. Infection was cleared. We went and did a final hip replacement about 3 or 4 months later, and every time I saw him from that point forward, he brought me canned goods, canned vegetables from the garden for me and all the clinic staff. We loved seeing him, and he's extremely happy. Went from being very, very depressed to being one of the happiest patients I've ever treated.